Hey guys, welcome back to Lena J's Chair. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do a braided ponytail style that I did on my 9-year-old daughter Zaria's hair. So first you're going to start by parting from ear to ear. Then you're going to take the back section and put it in a 3-strand braid just to keep it out of the way. Next, using your comb, you're going to part a half moon section in the center of the head where you want your ponytail to be. And then you braid that as well. This is actually going to go in the ponytail, so you want to braid it all the way down. The half moon shape in the center just creates less tension and prevents hair loss. Okay, now let's get started. So you want to part the hair down the center, right directly down the center of the head, because these are all going to go straight up into the ponytail. There's not going to be like any design this time. And then you use braiding pomade to smooth the hair down right before you braid. I personally like to use Kim Kimball's hair jelly because it's the perfect consistency. It's like not too hard and not too soft. It gives a nice shine and hold, and it also smells amazing. And yes, that is the product there on my left hand. I usually just take a big glob of it and put it on my hand simply because I don't want to keep going back and forth to the jar, and it's just easier. I like to put the pomade on the hair before I start the next braid because it just makes me go a little faster. You know, every second counts, guys. And it just, so I don't have to go back and put more pomade on after I part it. And then each braid you start from this whole top section here, from like the middle of your eyebrow to the other side of the middle of your eyebrow, is gonna all start from this point of braid. Yes, baby hairs. Gotta have the baby hairs. I like to park these out before I start the braids because I don't want to accidentally snatch them, even though we snatching all edges, but not pulling them out to where you won't have any more. Make sure that you guys are starting at the very point of the braid. Very point of the braid, right past the baby hairs. And this goes for any size braids. Like, it doesn't matter if you're going to have 4 braids or 5 braids. Like, if you start at the very point of the braid, it makes the braids look that much better. Now this part is a little bit more challenging because as you work your way around the head, the space in the middle of the head becomes much smaller. So you kind of want to make sure that you are starting off small, then the braids are regular in the center, and then when you get to the end where you end the French braid, then you bring that and make that a little bit more small like you did when you first started, if that makes sense. As you can see, I created another half moon on the back half of the hair. So now we have one full moon. Once you guys try this style yourselves with the moons in the center, then you will then understand why I do it and how it makes the process of putting in the ponytail much easier. Okay, you guys probably can't tell, but me being the perfectionist that I am, this braid is a little skimpy because one of my braids clearly was off. I don't know which one, but one of them I didn't measure quite right, so this braid was a little bit smaller than the rest of them. Now, if you happen to make this small mistake, all you have to do is take one braid down next to it or two braids, like one on each side, and then make them even. Now, you guys can definitely do whatever you want to the ends of the hair. Me personally, I decided to braid it and put it in a bun. And I put a few bobby pins in. You can definitely use hairpins. That might be a little bit more easier. Or if you want to add extensions on the end, or if you want to loosen the ends. And baby hair fleekage check. We are done with that. And now for my favorite part. This is how I get my tips, y'all. So I'm just simply applying the mousse around all the braids over everything. And though I braid pretty neat, I still like to use it as a conditioning treatment and just to lay any extra flyaways. You put some wrap strips or a scarf or a do-rag, whatever you prefer, and then you set them under the dryer, or if you don't have a dryer, use a blow dryer for about 5 to 7 minutes. And last but not least, I like to use my Shine Spray for Finishing Touches by Kim Kimble. It's a very light shine. It's not heavy on the hair, and I'd recommend using it every other day.